put America first. If you think about it, that's exactly what we're doing. We want to take care of everybody, but we have to put America first. So this is going to have a huge impact on healthcare. No matter which plan they come up with, drugs and prescription drugs, they form those drugs at numbers, not with a 1 or 2 or 10% discount, but think of it, 80%, 90% in some cases, numbers that nobody's even thought possible.
Moments ago, President Trump launched trumprx, a prescription drug site. Here with me is Dr. Marty Makary, FDA Commissioner. Dr. Makary, all right, trumprx is supposed to help Americans get medicine at much lower prices. Tell us how it works. I just got on the website. It looks pretty cool. You can tell you had the really smart people design the website, because it's not like what happened during Obamacare when it didn't work when they first tried to launch it. Remember that Sibelius moment? But tell us what individuals will have access to that they didn't before.
Well, it's an amazing website, Laura. It's simple, it's understandable, and the genius of trumprx is that it allows you to bypass the middlemen of healthcare and purchase drugs directly from those who make these drugs. And it's starting with the most high-spend drugs in the United States. It's going to be increasing. And the bottom line is that healthcare costs have gone up significantly. Drug spend growth has gone up as the biggest proportion of increase in healthcare spending. And it's because of the complexity. The complexity in the system that was an attempt to try to lower costs failed. That experiment failed. That was called Obamacare. And what you have now is a system that is so complex that it has enabled middlemen to come in and siphon billions of dollars out of the system, really taking that money from the backs of everyday American workers who have their health care deducted from their paycheck, or they come in and they can't afford something because their copay is too high. You'd be amazed how many drugs, when you get the cash price and you can buy direct, the cash price is actually lower than the copay.
Well, we're actually going to have drug prices that are more on par in some cases with European and South American drug prices, which are markedly lower. And you travel, you're like, why? How is this? And we were subsidizing it. That's what the president said. That's over.
It's been the great American ripoff, and nobody was bold enough and had the fortitude to take it on until President Trump. And he charged Dr. Oz and our entire team to do what's best by the American people and don't worry about the special interests. And so that's what you saw. And now you can bypass the money games, the pharmacy benefit managers, and you can buy your drugs direct.
No, they're the worst.
You're going to see this expand.
Yeah, well, the vertical integration of all of this has been a disaster as well. Marty Makary, always great to see you from the beginning. We're actually going to keep. All right, Marty, we're going to stay with you. I'm getting lots of different information at one point in time. So I went on the website. I watched, was that Joe Gebbia who was launching it with you guys at the auditorium? So he's unveiling it. And then I hear the liberal media, who already, of course, they were getting ready for this, to trash trumprx from the start. Check this out.
This is another example of President Trump deceiving and distracting the American people. The American people are not fooled by this. TrumpRx isn't fooling, and it's shown in the polls.
First of all, he sounds like a Muppet, total Muppet situation. Second of all, he's one of the most hateful, vile people out there. But it's just a game. It's a deception game. It's a deflection game. They complain about stuff. You guys are rolling up your sleeves to get it done. I'm sure it's not perfect. Nothing's going to be perfect. But my goodness, what's their solution? What is it?
Well, look, if you love corporations, if you love the swamp, if you love the special interests, if you love middlemen stealing money out of the system, then TrumpRx is not for you. But if you want to see radical reform, this is healthcare reform. If you want to see prices come down by 80, 90%, not 1 or 2%, then this is the path we've got to go. Simplify healthcare, make it available direct, empower people with money to make purchases, and do common sense things. The president has impeccable instincts, and people in health policy have missed this giant blind spot for a long time as they've talked about tweaking the system. We don't need to tweak the system. We need to fix the system. And so that's what you're seeing here today. You're seeing it with the food pyramid. We're doing more over-the-counter drugs, so you don't need a prescription for every little nausea medication. We're seeing most favored nation status pricing. We're the largest purchasers of drugs in the world. We deserve the best price, and people are going to get the best price in America.
I want to give you a little tidbit, Dr. Makary. In 2016, I think this was February, it was a snowstorm in D.C. So a number of us went up to visit Trump, candidate Trump in Trump Tower. And one of them was Dr. Ramin Asqui, who brought a sheet all about most favored nation drug pricing. And, candidate Trump, he had not thought about any of this. So that was the first time, I believe, he was introduced to this idea. Now, Ramin Asqui is no longer with us. He had an aortic aneurysm. But he actually was the one who initially brought this to him all those years ago. And I know he's watching us. So, Dr. Makary, you've been phenomenal on this. Thank you very much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.